Hey, what's going on, Swifters? It's Chimney Swift here, and welcome back to Sky Saga. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to craft things and sort of give you an overview on the crafting system. I was playing this game this morning, and this game just charms the heck out of me, and I'm really hoping this becomes like the next big thing because this game is so much fun right now, and there's not a whole lot of videos on it, so I wanted to make a couple videos, little tutorials and stuff, things for you guys over the next couple days or weeks, and just show you guys kind of how the game works, get you guys maybe into it a little bit. And of course, I always like doing this with smaller games. Obviously, this is a smaller game at the moment, but you know, spreading the word and getting the word out there on games that I feel like have a lot of potential, or just in general games that I tend to really enjoy. So this is my little character. I am a lizard, if you didn't know. I'm currently just standing here in my inventory. If you press F12, a little tip for you guys if you want to start your videos out like this, flip your camera around using this button here, and then if you press F12, your UI goes away, so you can kind of just see your character like that. Kind of fun. So what I'm doing today, I'm in my house. You guys will see this in an episode soon. Actually, I can just probably show it to you right now. It's nighttime out, but I've got these gorgeous purple torches lighting the way, and I crafted a bunch of this stuff. So that's what we're gonna be talking about today, obviously, is crafting. But more specifically, we're gonna be talking about crafting armor, because right now I'm actually currently in the process of crafting some new armor. So I jumped on this morning, I was playing, and I decided, hey, let's make a video for you guys because some of this has just a little bit of a learning curve, and so I was starting to figure some stuff out. I thought I wanted to share it with you guys. So what am I working on? Well, your armor is down here. I've got some pieces of armor here. I just got back from an adventure that I went on last night in which I obtained a bunch of this stuff called frost steel ore. It was down in like this deep valley, and I had to fight a bunch of really tough yetis to get to it. So I'm assuming it's pretty good material. Now there's a couple different types of metals that I've encountered so far in the game. The most common being this stuff called sky iron ore. The next most common one that I've found is this stuff right here called verdandite ore, or verdandite ore, and it's green. So everything you craft with this stuff will usually be green. You can even mix and match certain things. For instance, I earlier made a large chest. So let me place this chest down, and you can see I actually used some different materials. So based on what materials you use is going to indicate kind of what color your device is. So for instance, over here for this forge, I used a much browner type of stone to make this one. Over here you can see this was a whiter type of stone, and then this one is blue. And when you create these things, your basic crafting, your hand crafting, is you just press R and it brings up your handcrafting. You can craft weapons or little items and like things like a workbench, a forge, a campfire, and an anvil. Now you'll notice right here it says different materials will have different effects on the items you craft. So if you use like for instance, these like blue blocks when you're crafting your forge will look blue, and very much the same way here. So I used some blue metal, which is that frost steel metal, and then the verdandite metal. I'm trying not to like select it here, so you guys just take a look on the left side of the screen, and you can see the green. So I think that looks really cool. So there's different ways to customize kind of what you're making, and the same works for armor. So right now I'm working on making some armor. I've just got this white bandit grunt helmet, sky iron plate mail armor, sky iron plate mail gloves, and then I'm rocking these frost steel plate mail boots. I just upgraded my sword to this frost steel short sword, so we now have a blue sword, which is pretty sweet. I think that looks pretty cool, and I want to make and finish, hopefully I have enough iron here, or frost steel ore, to make some armor. So what I was doing was I was figuring out a way to try and make my armor look as cool as possible. So I come over to the anvil, and we're going to say, all right, I want to craft this Metal Guardian's armor. Now I did find a recipe for this. I think this is an additional recipe that I actually found while I was exploring. And it tells me you're going to need 3 metal plates, 3 metal rods, and 2 leather straps. But these can be of any material. So you'll see here that anything that's glowing in your inventory like this, with these little stars around it, will let you know that those are able to be used when you're crafting something, for instance, like armor. The sun is coming out, so we're gonna get a much prettier view here now. So if I took, let's say, this sky iron plate, which is just this silver color, maybe a metal rod, and I know I need 3, but just for the instance of this video, I'll show you guys what it's gonna look like, because it shows you a preview of what your armor is gonna look like right here. And then if I just took like a, brown leather strap, I don't know why it shows up as green, but this is essentially what it would look like. Now, if I were to take this blue frost steel plate and switch it out here, you'll see that the color of the armor actually has changed to blue. And same thing as if I use green. So if I use green, it'll turn to green. And then you can switch out these little parts like this, basically, if you have an inventory full of this stuff. And you can say, all right, well, maybe I want this green plate with the blue in the background, because I think that actually changes it up. Oh no, sorry, it's the color of the little crest right here. So you can see here, this crest and this design, the snowflake design here are blue. When I put in this, it turns to silver. And if I had the green rods, which I don't currently have in my inventory, let me grab those. I'll show you that these will actually look green. So if I use those, and like that, this will be green here. But what I'm looking for is a set of the frost armor, the frost steel armor. So I want to use the frost steel plates. I think I want to use, I don't know if I want to use these blue leather straps, or let's see what green looks like, brown. Yeah, I kind of like this little red that it seems to be giving me from the blue leather strap. I don't know why, but that just seems to be what's happening. And I like the highlight of the green because I'm a little lizard, so I like the highlight of the green on my chest. So let's go ahead and craft this. It's gonna take 1 minute to create, and it just comes up in here and it starts counting down. You can also look at your anvil up there and see, all right, well now it's crafting this. So that's pretty cool. Now, in order to make leather, because leather is used for a number of different things, such as the explorer's armor and things like that. When you go out in the world, you're gonna find things, you're gonna kill animals like wolves and stuff. They're gonna drop these brown pelts. Now, you can also get different colored pelts, like you can get, I think I've got a black pelt here, which is super rare. I've got a couple red pelts, which are super rare also. And you can basically just, oh, I have another one too. What is this? A white pelt, ooh, that's rare also. But basically what you can do, here, let me put some of these items away, because I don't need all of this stuff at the moment. Basically what you can do is you come over here to your forge, and you select, this is the very confusing part about this game. It gives you just a rough, like, broad spectrum of things that you can create, right? So if a recipe calls for a metal weight, you can literally put any piece of ore in here. So I put frost steel ore, it's going to give me a frost metal weight. If I put in sky iron ore, it's going to give me a sky iron weight. And then a verdantite as well. So don't be confused with this menu here. A lot of times I've started looking for something that I feel like I need and I actually get confused. What I'm gonna be doing right now is a brown pelt, and I need to make something here called leather. So all I'm gonna look for is just leather, that's it. You don't look for like brown leather or red leather. You're gonna basically create that on your own. So just look for leather. Take your leather, you put it into here, or you can right click. If you right click, it just sends it over there automatically. And then it says basically we have 18 pieces currently, and it only needs 1 to make 1 piece of leather. So go ahead and craft that up, and you can actually queue up to 3 things here. So this will take a total of 1.5 minutes to complete 3 pieces of leather. And then when you're done, you can actually take this leather and make these leather straps. So these leather straps are what a lot of the armor and things are used for. Very useful for crafting armor. I don't have any recipes for anything else yet, but if you want to see sort of what else that you can craft with them, if you hover over them and then you press the C button, it brings up your little book here, and it says if you have a recipe for this item, it says it will make. We've got explorer's armor, explorer's boots, explorer's gloves, metal guardian's armor, and metal plate mail armor. So that's pretty handy. And so once we have a free spot available, let me just go ahead and click this, pop the leather into there, and you can craft your leather. And that's 1 piece of this is going to give us 3 leather straps, so it's pretty nice. And of course, if you were to take, like the red leather or red pelt, that'll turn into red leather. So there's a bunch of different crafting recipes. If you want to do some cloth type things, make sure you're using cotton here. You use cotton and then a certain type of dye, like maybe this green fabric dye. Excuse me. Excuse me. That'll you'll be able to craft some different like fabrics and stuff, because some of the stuff uses things like fabric sheets. So fabric dye plus cotton is going to give you a certain colored fabric sheet. So let me show you guys that really quick. These are just sort of the basics of crafting essentially that I wanted to sort of show you, because at first glance it is a little bit confusing. I'm not gonna lie, I was slightly confused. Oh, you know what? If I'm gonna use all my cotton for this example, I want to use a cool color. So let me not use green. Let me use I have anything that's more rare? Yeah, like red fabric dye. This is super rare. So we'll make a red fabric sheet. We'll get 10 of these. So let me use this. We'll take fabric sheet. We'll go cotton, red fabric dye. It's gonna give me a super rare color here. So let's go ahead and craft that up. And in 30 seconds, that'll be done. Let me put this back here. I'm trying to keep all my stuff organized, obviously. But yeah, there's tons and tons and tons of things you can craft and create. Obviously, I would like for there to be a little bit more at this point, but you know, that'll come with time. Oh, my armor is done. My armor is done. So check this out. Let's take a look at what we look like right now. This is what we're looking at right now. Take this, we're gonna put this here. Dude, right? Isn't that sick? That looks so freaking cool. Oh my gosh, I'm loving how this looks right now. Look at that. It looks really awesome. That looks way better than what I was wearing before. So I totally approve. And it looks like, here, let me see. We got our red fabric sheet right here. So if we ever need to use red for a really cool color on something, we can totally do that. And that'll make stuff like fabric strips, flags, and a bed right now. Now, of course, the more you play the game, the more recipes you're gonna find and obtain. If you save up a lot of money or like settler points or explorer points and stuff like that, you can also go and get, let me put these blue gloves on also. You can go into the town and buy recipes and things from the vendors. Right now they're really, really expensive, but I'm probably gonna try and save up for some of that stuff. But anyways, you guys, that is sort of just the basics of crafting. It really, just a lot of it comes down to having these 3 items: the workbench, the forge, and the anvil. If you don't know how to create these, press R and come over here. Anything that's dark means, yes, you can currently craft that with what's in your inventory. If it's not dark, like the anvil, just click on it. It'll tell you what you need. You need 2 pieces of stone and 4 metal weights. So all I have right now, I mean, I've got more than 4 metal weights here. I've got 47 of these frost steel weights. All I would need in order to create another anvil would be 2 pieces of stone. That's not hard to get at all. I could literally just dig right here and get these 2 pieces of stone. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you would like to see any more tutorials on different things within this game, please leave me a comment down below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video also. And if you're new to my channel, please be sure to subscribe. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Peace. Let's do this.